And we're delighted to have with us for the program the very wonderful soprano Alexandra Lynch. Alexandra, welcome to the program.
Nice to be here.
And where are you joining us from?
I'm in Greenwich, Connecticut.
In Greenwich, I see. Wonderful. Now, I understand from the information that I have that when you were six, you sang Ave Maria by Schubert, and you obviously were able to sing it at a very young age. But there was something about that performance that grabbed you, and apparently it still has hold of you. What was it?
Yeah, well, at first when I was young, my sister wanted to start singing, so I said sure I'll do it too. And then I started singing, and my vocal coach recommended like classical music. So I was like, I'll give it a try. And then in my school talent show, I sung Ave Maria by Schubert. And it was just the performance, the aspect of performing and sharing a story with people and just kind of communicating with them and like bringing them joy. That really made me like excited to sing.
And you haven't let go.
Yeah.
And so you that was the age of six. Now it's a little unusual to be studying for a singer to be studying as seriously as you are at a young age. It usually singers really don't begin going until they're much older.
Yeah.
So yeah, but you're okay, and you've taken it easy on your vocal cords. You haven't stressed them too much.
Yeah, I'm currently studying. That was in London. I was born and lived in London. And
Oh,
now I'm currently studying with Claire Stadmuller. And she's been great and amazing. She's really helped me like grow into my voice.
I see. Grow into your voice. That's an interesting expression. And what are some of the techniques that she helped you grow?
Well, she really emphasizes what's important to keep like a stable breathing, kind of think about that when singing and like pay attention to that. And then, of course, keep your vowels round and up in your palate. And then, but make sure you pronunciate the words. And of course, like pay attention to the language you're singing in. Like I sing in Italian a lot. So, like, you got to roll your R's and think about the double consonants.
And do you speak Italian, or you just can read it?
I can read it and pronunciate. I'm learning it. I'm slowly studying it right now. And I actually went to Italy over the summer as part of the Bel Canto in Tuscany opera program. So I got to be in Italy for 3 weeks
Oh my
studying
goodness, that
opera.
must have been a tell us about that experience.
It was an amazing experience. The program was amazing, and I got to take some Italian classes and work with great professors and meet other people that go to college for music.
Wow. And it's such a beautiful country.
Mhm.
You probably had a lot of fun there besides the study and the music.
Yeah, it was amazing, and I got to watch people perform and eat nice food. And I also, over the summer, went to Boston Conservatory at Berkeley and did a program there.
Yes, I'm speaking to you from Boston. So,
Yeah.
what was that like?
That was amazing. I also met so many amazing performers that were also in high school. So I got to relate to them a bit about my love for music, and I met so many people who like did different styles of music, like opera, but also people who've done music theater and are in lots of plays and have different experiences.
Yeah. Do you ever sing any popular music or any jazz?
Mhm. Well, my favorite is classical and opera. I have explored some music theater, but not much pop or jazz.
Hmm. I see. Now it says that you put together six programs, which you sang with a pianist, I assume,
Yes,
uh, and,
Art Giovanni.
and you sang in nursing homes.
Yeah, I love it. I sung about 15 songs each recital, and
Wow.
which ranged from classical opera, some arias, and music theater. And it was really nice. And they asked me questions, and I get to like share stories of them.
Well, you probably brought a lot of joy to a lot of people in those homes, I'll bet. And that must have
Yeah,
been a thrilling experience for them, but also for you.
it was. It was. I really enjoyed it, and like getting to meet them and talk to them as well.
Now let's talk a bit about the two pieces you played on November 24th. The first piece was an aria by Mozart.
Mm-hmm.
And what aria was that?
Say Amaritar mi arrivo. It's a really nice story, and he actually wrote that when he was 12, Mozart, which I found really interesting because that's really young to compose a music piece. Some people might not realize how young he was when he started composing, and it's really fun to sing. It's a really nice song, and my singing teacher introduced me to it, and I was like, I love that, and I definitely want to sing it.
Yes, it's pretty amazing to sing. And how old did you say you were? You're 16.
Yeah, I'm turning 16 soon in a few 2 months.
And there you are singing a piece by an 11-year-old or a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
It's pretty awe-inspiring to recognize somebody who is that gifted, isn't it?
No, it's amazing. I think about my age and I'm like, wow. When I was 12, I wasn't composing music pieces.
Is Mozart one of your favorite composers?
Yes, I love Mozart, and I've sung a few pieces from his Le Nozze di Figaro opera. It's like about the marriage of Figaro, of course. It's a very interesting opera because the whole opera takes place in one day. So it's very interesting. I've sung a few pieces from that. And so I feel Mozart, I've sung a lot, probably some of the most pieces from him. And I also love Handel
Oh, really?
because I like, of course, it's hard. I haven't sung many songs. It's very hard, but I love the long runs in his songs and coloratura and kind of just the complexity of it. I love Handel pieces too.
Yeah. I can recommend Handel wrote a series of cantatas. I think they
Oh,
were in Italy when he was in
uh-huh.
Italy.
Wow.
He was in Italy as really a teenager. He was in his late teens,
That's crazy.
and he wrote many cantatas. They're very, very beautiful, and they're for different ensemble, mostly chamber ensembles. And he was just a kid. He was 19 or 20 when he wrote them. Um and he also wrote an opera when he was
Oh,
there.
yeah.
I forgot the name of it, but it was a sensation, and he was only 19
Mhm.
years old, so he was very precocious too.
I'm currently learning a piece from his opera Alcina.
Right.
Yeah, so I love Handel. And another song I've sung from Handel, what I learned this a few years ago was "Oh Had I Jubel's Lyre." It's just a classical piece.
You know, there's a movie about Handel coming out next year.
Really? I
Yes,
have to see that.
it stars. I'm blanking on his name. He's a very big Hollywood actor. I can picture him. I can't think of the name, but it's going to be a Hollywood movie based on his life, but particularly around the time he was writing The Messiah.
That's amazing. The
Yeah,
Messiah.
and it's going to be a big glitzy Hollywood movie, but
Hmm.
apparently I'll think of his name. The guy who's playing Handel, also producing it, is devoted to Handel, so it won't be, a fanciful made up story. It'll be very close to his life.
That's amazing. I feel like classical music, not many people know much about it.
Yeah, as you may know, Handel spent most of his life in England.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so this takes place in England, so it's very exciting. And the piece that you sang by Handel was which piece was that? Oh
Um,
no, no, it was by Donizetti.
hmm I sung also Amiamo by Donizetti. And it's just about, I really like it because it's about like, let's love before the time runs out. Let's enjoy the moment as it is. So
Yeah.
it's a really nice piece and I really enjoyed singing it.
are your future plans, Alexandra? You're too young to apply to college, but where would you like to go?
I'd, well, my future plans are currently I'm applying to more programs for the summer and more
Right.
competitions and operas to take part in. And I'm not exactly my favorite thing. What I love about music is like kind of the psychology behind it and the stories you tell and like kind of how that like kind of translates into people's minds. And so I'm not completely sure. I definitely want to study music in the future in college and because I find it so interesting.
Yeah. Maybe one day you'll be an opera singer,
Yeah, that's
but
the goal.
that takes a little time to develop, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Alexandra, you're a lovely young lady, and I wish you the best in your career. I wish I could hear you sing. Are you on YouTube at all?
Not currently.
Okay, well, we'll look for you in the future. And I
I
hope
do have a website though.
you do.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
called alexandralynchsoprano.com.
can I hear you sing on there?
Yep.
Oh, I'm going to do that as soon as we go. I'll go right to it. Alexandra Lynch Soprano.com.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to go right over there and give a listen. Well, thank you very much, Alexandra. I hope you have a
Thank you.
wonderful 2025, and I wish you the best in your career. You're a very delightful young lady.
Thank you. You
Thank you.
too.
Bye.
Bye.